are here because the outside world rejects you.
Hey, what's up everyone? Today in this video, we're gonna go ahead and go over some new footage and behind the scenes clips from the upcoming movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. We're gonna talk about all the new stuff that's come out since our last video breaking down footage, and there's been a lot that has dropped. We're gonna go ahead and break this all down. It's super exciting. The movie is right around the corner. Not much time left until we get to see this movie. But yeah, there's some fun scenes here that I think you guys are gonna enjoy. Let's waste no time and go ahead and check this all out.
I think the animation and the flavor of the movie is so original and fresh.
What we wanted to do was create an incredibly fun and engaging version of the Ninja Turtles.
We had this idea that they had to feel like real teenagers.
Turtle boys, actually.
I would say teens.
They need to look like teenagers. They need to sound like teenagers. It was like, what if it's animated by teenagers?
Can I kick it?
The doodles that you do in the sides of your notebook were taken, extrapolated, and made into the look of a whole movie.
Weird shapes and crazy perspective. You would reach this point where you're like a little bit more askew and misshapen. Great, it's perfect.
Can I kick it?
He kept using this term teenage energy over and over again.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm Leo.
Can I kick it?
The bigger swings visually that these animated movies are taking, the more excited people seem to be by them.
Alright, yeah, so in this first scene here, we did get some familiar clips of the turtles getting ready, putting on their bandanas, getting their weapons, but then we get these cool new shots here of them running across rooftops. And the score right here, I believe that is the Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross score, and it sounds great. Then we get this epic shot here of the turtles with all white eyes, which they look badass with the all white eyes like this. I hope they do this every time they fight in the movie. So yeah, the scene starts off pretty serious. It sounds like they're on a pretty intense mission, and then you realize that they're just out to get some supplies. Then you get a pretty funny interaction here with Leonardo and the rest of the brothers. Leo's brothers are kind of making fun of the voice Leo uses when he gets serious. Michelangelo even says, "Okay, Batman." Leo tells him that he's just trying to hype them up. And then we see Raphael push him aside and take the list from him. Raphael starts reading off the list of supplies that Splinter has gave them. There's some pretty funny stuff on here, like party-sized Doritos, Cool Ranch, which is underlined twice. And then there's even Pizza Hut with a question mark at the end of it. Maybe we'll see them swing by and try to get a pizza as well after they stop by the grocery store. In the clip, we see Leo snatch the list back, and then he starts giving out orders to his brothers, saying Donatello will get toiletries, Raphael will handle pantry stuff, and that Michelangelo will handle junk food. Everyone seems to roll their eyes except for Michelangelo, who seems excited to do junk food. Then the clip ends with Leonardo having his brothers do the motto that they pretty much live by. We saw that in a previous clip, which we have already broken down. So yeah, anyways, pretty cool scene here of the turtles starting off their night to go get some supplies. My favorite part was definitely when they're in the all white eyes. But yeah, let's move on over to some other scenes that have recently come out.
Master Splinter has given us a very important mission for tonight. The target is across the street. We must use stealth and cunning to infiltrate the human world and retrieve Go-Gurt.
Okay, Batman.
Dude, what? I'm just trying to hype you guys up,
Give me
okay?
that list, okay? What else are we getting? 4 quarts of non-fat milk,
Nice.
ice cream, fruits and veggies, and a party-sized bag of Cool Ranch Doritos.
I like cheese
He was
puffs.
very specific about the party size. He underlined it twice.
All right, Donnie, you're on toiletries. Raph, you're stocking up the pantry. And Mikey, you're on junk
Yes,
food.
sirski.
And remember, don't let any human see you.
The first turtle thing you had or experienced?
Me, it was actually taking my kids to the first movie. The first animated movie, I mean, I was blown away by, you know, the production, and it's just the gift that keeps on giving because everybody in my family are huge Ninja Turtle fans.
When I was like, I want to say like 8, I went to go see the Michael Bay movie, and I was a big fan after that. I was like, this is cool, like the music was cool, like the CGI was sick. I was like, I'm a big fan now, and I had like Raphael's size, and I remember I used to like play fight with my friend with the little size.
For me, I'd say it was the 2012 television show. From then, like my love for it has just continued to grow and grow, so to be here is just surreal.
The Turtles have been like this monolith in culture for as long as I've been alive and like way before that, and they've just always been there. But I myself have never dove deep into it, and I kind of want to wait until after this movie has come out because I feel like we were doing something so new with like the teenage perspective of it. This is my first foray into the Turtles universe, like officially, and we've been playing the games, and I know all about them, but I've just never gotten into them, so this is my introduction. This is my ramp point.
Mine was the same as Shimon, that 2012 series on Nick. I just come home from after school and it would just always be on the TV, so I mean, it was something that I've always gravitated towards and just a franchise that I've always enjoyed, so to be part of it with such an amazing cast is a dream come true, honestly.
One day, 15 years ago, everything changed. You was covered in this ooze, someone dumped in the sewers. Whatever this ooze was, it transformed us. It was weird, but we became a family.
All right, so there you saw the new Origins clip that recently came out for the film. Yeah, and the Turtle Tots are super adorable. I definitely could see a lot of people liking the Turtle Tots of this version of the Ninja Turtles. But yeah, let's slow down and take a look at the scene here. You could see, like on a rainy night or something, a rat, Splinter, comes down into the sewers when he sees something glowing. So yeah, there you go, our first look at unmutated Splinter here. Looks like this version is going to start off with him being a rat first instead of a human. Then we get this shot here of 4 baby turtles down in the sewers covered in ooze. You can even see the canister of ooze there in the background broken. Splinter stands there looking down at them. You see one of the turtles come up to Splinter and shows him some affection. Super cute. Then we pull out here and you can see that they're down in the sewers, almost like where a bunch of trash collects. You see like a Pizza Hut box, some cans, some cardboard boxes, trash bags, stuff like that. And you see that Splinter put all the turtles in a drink carrier and is pulling them. Splinter says you were covered in this ooze that someone dumped in the sewers. And you kind of get a little bit of a flashback here of the ooze sitting on like a sewer grate, teetering, and then eventually it falls in. Then we get a shot of Splinter mutating. We see his hand covered in ooze changing. Then you see a silhouette of his whole body changing. Splinter says whatever this ooze was, it transformed us. And we get some shots here of them turning humanoid. We see Leo and Mikey playing on some sewer pipes. You see Splinter in the background getting used to his new body. Donatello finds some glasses, picks them up. Then we get this funny scene here of the Turtle Tots looking down at something that's glowing. Raphael looks hilarious here, missing a bunch of teeth. Then you get Donnie and Mikey, and it looks like Donatello has colored Mikey with like a crayon or a marker or something. You can see Leo playing in the trash back there, looking for something. Then we get this shot here of Leonardo and Mikey. Then this shot here of Splinter with a mullet, giving the turtles a bath. Splinter says it was weird, but we became a family. And then you see them all knocked out, taking a nap together. Then the music picks up, and we see the Turtle Tots doing some training. And then the last shot is of them, now in teenage form, doing some flips and landing on some pipes up on the ceiling. They look down at Splinter, and Splinter nods with approval. But yeah, that's where the clip ends there. Pretty cool new clip, but it's not the only new scene we've gotten to look at. Let's take a look at the next one.
I grew up watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the teenage part was always the most underexplored part. I'd always thought it would be really interesting to explore them in that way, especially because, from my understanding, every version of them has been performed by adults. Within 15 seconds of watching the movie, the audience is like, they're teenage boys.
Now!
I was freaking out.
It's crazy.
It was a dream come true.
It was so incredible.
Why wouldn't you want to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
Leo's the one always trying to keep the brothers on track.
The kid who sees himself as the coach of the team, even though no one else does.
Let's go. I'm Leo.
Mikey, he's the best. His dance moves are better. His weapon is the best.
Hey, I'm Michelangelo. Perfecto.
Raphael, he's aggressive, but he's very loyal to his brothers, and he's got a good heart. I dream about fighting every night.
You've got a rage problem, right?
It's not a problem.
Donatello is very smart, he's very techie, and calculates every single move he does.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
Me and all the Turtle Boys, we got real close.
They made sure that all 4 turtles were filming together.
Let's have 4 people at once talking over each other.
It was like so much more alive.
Okay, we got it. We got it.
We've improvised a lot of the movie.
Just them actually being themselves and going at each other.
Stop it.
That's what you like, you eat that, oh my God, gross.
All the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are teenagers, but we have adults telling you how to be teenagers. No, they just let us be teenagers.
Hey!
And you'd be like, what did you just say? Riz? Use that in the movie. Explain it to me and then let's use it.
The fact that they're laughing makes me think we shouldn't say that.
It's pretty sick.
1, 2, 3, cowabunga!
Everyone knows who the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are.
I'm awesome.
Every single character someone can relate to. We gangsta.
We outside.
The action and the villains.
Whoa.
It's funny and it's cool and they fight things. It's awesome. Go watch it.
Okay, next we got this putting the teen and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles behind the scenes video here that has like the crew talking about the movie and stuff, but they also show some new scenes. Let's quickly just kind of pause on each one and break down what's going on. Here we have the turtles and they're all like huddled around the cell phone. You can see they're all eagerly waiting to see what's going to happen. Maybe like this is their first time ordering a pizza, or maybe their first time getting in contact with April. I feel like it's something like that, or maybe even like a prank call. You see something happens during the call here that causes them to get excited. Raphael does a flip, everybody starts to celebrate. Not really sure what's going on here, but cool looking scene here, especially with like the Christmas lights and stuff. Then we get this other scene here of them looking badass again. This time it looks like they're entering the grocery store as two motion sensor doors open, and we have all four turtles standing there with Raphael in the middle. And they look like they mean business. If you look at all of them here, they all look pretty serious. Donnie in the background, Mikey right there behind Raph, Leo too. I wonder what's going on here. It looks like they're going into the store while it's open if the doors are opening like this. Maybe they're trying to stop like a robbery or something that's taking place. We get this other one here. It's pretty quick. It's of Donatello. Looks like he's going into like a back alley or something. Maybe after that grocery store scene that we just saw. Kind of looks like this could be taking place right after that. Maybe they're celebrating because they won. Not sure, but not much else on this scene here. There is this next scene here of Donatello getting supplies. And this looks to be a continuation of that first scene we talked about of them going on that supplies run. He's doing flips on top of shelves. He catches a couple of oranges on his bow staff. Looks like he's listening to music the whole time. Then it cuts to this scene and it's of the turtles in like a high-speed pursuit or something in their van, and it doesn't look like the turtle van yet. It just looks like a regular van at this point. And you hear Donatello saying, "Don't worry guys, I got this," as he drives the van, and you can see the look on his face. He seems to get a kick out of this. But then Scumbug lands on the hood of their car and they all freak out. One of the last shots we get in this segment that we haven't seen before is of the turtles celebrating here. It looks like another continuation of them in that back alley scene. You see Donatello say, "We gangsta," and then all the brothers say, "We outside," as they celebrate. But yeah, that's where the new clips from this segment end, but this isn't it. There's still more that came from some new TV spots that have recently dropped. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those and see if we can piece together a little more about what's going to go on in this movie.
Oh, Superfly, you know, he just want to be loved. You know, he just want to be, you know, accepted by, you know, all mutants, of course, but, you know, humans too. But he realized, you know, at an early age, especially when they take out his pops, that he's got to kill them all, you know. All humans, all two-footers gotta go, you know. So he builds up a little resentment for people because of their bad reaction to mutants.
I'm awesome. Did you get that, April?
Am I supposed to film all the stuff you do? Because a lot of it's dumb.
I need my bacon, egg, and cheese.
Let me get that bacon, egg, and cheese. Let me get that bacon, egg, and cheese. Let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Next, we had this new scene here of the turtles doing a bunch of stuff, and then it cuts to a scene of Raphael asking April if she got all that. So it looks like at some point they ask her to document a bunch of their cool adventures that they do, but she doesn't find it amusing. She's like, "Am I supposed to record everything? Because a lot of it's pretty dumb." And then it cuts to a scene of the turtles doing some impressions, saying that they need their bacon, egg, and cheese. That was pretty funny, not gonna lie. Especially Leo here. He's absolutely hilarious in this part. He even does the robot. But yeah, that's it on this quick scene. Let's take a look at the next one.
From the very beginning, our idea was to focus on the teenage part of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And, you know, the first movie I wrote was Superbad, like a high school movie, and I've made a lot of high school movies over the years, and I've always loved, like, teenage movies, you know, and it was the one thing they never did with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They always had, like, men in their 20s and 30s doing weird teenage boy voices and trying to, like, emulate teenagers, and so that was really where it started, was like, what if we really focus on kind of the teenage desire to be accepted and to be normal, and this kind of like coming of age story, and what if we cast actual teenagers?
Whoa, 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 whoa. So you're in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Alright, these next ones came from either new TV spots or some international trailers, and some of them are very quick, but we're gonna go ahead and pause them and take a look at what's going on in them. You can see that this first one here is from a TV spot, and you hear Splinter say a new line here saying, "I trained you to become warriors, but you have never faced anything like this." And we get some new scenes here of Mega Mutant, which we believe is Superfly mutated into this mega form, throwing cars at the turtles. You see them running from him, and we see them hide behind a car, and Leo tells his brothers he's gotta run out of cars to throw eventually. And just as he says this, you see that Mega Mutant focuses his attention on a nearby parking garage, and you hear Leo say, "Oh, come on," as Mega Mutant continues to launch more cars at them, which looks kind of wild. You could see another shot of them running away from it right here. There's a bunch of stuff exploding behind them. The turtles look terrified. It's gonna be wild to see how they take down this Mega Mutant version of Superfly. But that's not it. There was this other TV spot as well, which showed some new footage, and there's a couple new scenes in here. We have one of Michelangelo saying, "Can we call a timeout?" And this looks to be taking place in that garage fight sequence we've seen in previous footage. Then another new shot we have here is of the turtles kind of just running up and saying, "We have to save the city." And this seems to be taking place during the Mega Mutant sequence, as they're kind of like running around a corner, and when they turn around they see Mega Mutant causing a bunch of destruction. But yeah, that's it on that one. Then here we have a German TV spot, and it has a couple new scenes in it. We could see this one here of the turtles hugging Splinter, and if you look at the background there, it almost looks like they're in a facility of some kind. Maybe Splinter gets caught at some point in the movie and they rescue him. Then we get this shot of the turtles jumping down into an alley, and it looks like somebody at a nearby restaurant sees them and kind of freaks out. Another new shot we got from this TV spot here is of April, and she's looking on as Mega Mutant is causing a bunch of destruction in the city. We haven't seen this from this angle yet. Then there's this shot here of Splinter training the turtle Tots. So yeah, another new one we hadn't seen. Then there's this one here, which is pretty interesting. You can see it's Splinter, and he's trying to get something across to not just the turtles, but to all the mutants. You can see that they're all standing there, almost shocked at what they're hearing. Maybe he tells them something that causes everybody to work together for a common goal, maybe? Definitely looks like something like that is going on. I know we've seen other scenes where it does look like they're all working together. I wonder what causes them to work together if they do end up working together. But yeah, that's it on this scene and the TV spots, and pretty much does it for all the new scenes. Let me know what you think about some of those. The movie is right around the corner, so there's definitely going to be a lot to talk about in the next couple weeks leading up to the release, so stay tuned for that. Thanks everybody for watching. That's it for this one. I'll see you in a little bit with another one. Take care.